Hey, we're live.
Hi, I'm Edie,
I'm Judy.
and together
Together
we're
with
the
the Rainbow
Rainbow Grannies.
Grannies.
Yay!
Hey, this is Sunday morning, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We'll come on live on YouTube every Saturday and Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern time to uplift the LGBTQ community. And Edie we just jumped off of TikTok, where Edie's letting the folks on TikTok know where we are. And you see, Edie is all ready for Pride. You see that hair coloring she did. So let me give a little book report while she's doing that. This is a book called Love at First Set. Now, I was reading about this. It is, it becomes a lesbian love story, but it's among those stories where, ooh, Edie's showing off her hair, all those colors, because it's rainbow time. So here, the gym is Lizzie's life. It's her passion, her job, and the only place that's ever felt like home. And then, unfortunately, her bosses consider her a glorified second girl at best and a gym punching bag at worst. But it gets better in here because she gets to meet another woman in here. But I think the woman is the boss's sister. And she's like, uh-oh, can I have an affair with the boss's sister?
I think
What's
so.
going to happen?
An affair
I,
is an affair.
I've gotten a whole set of lesbian romance novels here. And so I haven't even read them yet. Just letting you know that for your wonderful summer reading, there are a lot of romance novels. There's a lot of lesbian romance novels, a lot of gay men romance novels, a lot of novels out there. Great time for and also for whatever age group. They're all out there now. They weren't when we came out. I don't think they were there in
We had to
1969
we
during
had to
Stonewall
read it
either.
and pretend that it was a man or
Right.
that it was a woman that she was talking to. In our minds, we knew.
Yeah. It wasn't until I was like 18 or 19 I heard about a lesbian novel. I went to the library to get it. It was back in the stacks where the librarian had to get it. So I had to go and ask the librarian to get this book out. It wasn't on the shelf then. Now I go in the library and there's a whole section with rainbow flags above the bookcases. And here are all the Pride books. Here are all the Pride novels. So time has changed. Happy Pride, everybody. As you're coming in, we're going to give a shout out to everybody who's in here. But as you come in, minimize the chat and hit the thumbs up button to push the algorithm out. So I want to say, let's see. Oh, we can't do it. We got to do it with the cursor now. A shout out to Look Into My Eyes and Wesley and Fuzzy Bear and Bry, Ohio and Loop Flores from Houston, Texas. Hey, everybody. Elena, good. You found us on YouTube. Good, Elena. Destine is here. Hello. Don't forget to minimize the chat, she said. And Tawanya, hey, I'm with you guys. This is Renee from TikTok. Chrissy Marie is here. Hey, Margaret is here. Good morning, beautiful ladies. Kurt, you found your way over here. You are from Australia. Hello from Australia. Cool, Kurt. Jane, good morning. And let's see. So Elena's saying I'm a fierce ally and love you ladies. Terrific. And Luke is also saying she found us on TikTok.
I think Elena's way of saying I'm a fierce ally means that she's saying that she's not gay.
I think so.
She wants everybody to know she's just hanging out with us because she knows we're the cool kids.
With the cool kids.
Thank you, Elena.
Tiffany, my new friend, writes lesbian books. Ooh,
well,
nice.
Luke found us. Did you read that? Luke found us on TikTok, and so that's what they're doing here.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So Tiffany, you're looking to see if you're in those books? Ask her what name she's giving you. And Alice says, hello. Oh, that makes people nervous when they're afraid. They're afraid they're going to be written in somebody's book. Or they're looking and mad, why aren't I written in your book?
Yes. Alice, how you doing?
Netherlands here. Wow, terrific, Alice. And then Ricky is here in the house, made it from TikTok. And so Luke said, I have been with my partner for 32 years, got married last year. Congratulations. Yeah, and that's the thing. For 32 years means you've been together way before gay marriage was legalized. Yeah. And we know what that's like. It's like, and which anniversary do you celebrate? I think you get to celebrate both.
But you'll at least get the Social Security check now.
Oh, there we go. So I want to go back to Kurt because he's got a topic here. He said, I got discrimination in sport here in Australia. Okay, we need to explain this in no law in sports. So we need to explain this a little bit more, Kurt. We're not sure what this means. Um, yeah, not sure what this means. I mean, the conversation in the United States is about whether trans women can participate in women's sports in, way big in competition kind of thing. Are they also
So
asking
we
us
don't
about
know
the
if they're talking
Olympics?
about trans
Right, and so that's
or
what I'm saying. That's the only thing coming to my mind. We don't know what's going on in Australia. If you can explain that a little bit more, that would be good. Christopher Cooley is here,
hey, Chris.
and Ricky saying I'm from Texas and I'm not allowed to play with men since I was born a female.
Oh,
Okay, so that's
okay.
what we're talking about.
Yes.
So, wow, and that's interesting too, because normally the argument had been about men already have all that physique that the women don't have, therefore it's not fair. But saying it the other way around seemed kind of funny too, to say because you used to be female, you can't play with the men, and that's not about the fear of being,
I
you
think
know.
I think they just want to make
They
it
just want to make it hard for everybody.
or right down the line.
I think what it's all about is competition, right? And so whoever they can knock out of the competition, whatever reason they have to knock people out of the competition, that's what they're trying to
Well,
do.
it's just difficult, it's all has to be settled somewhere along the line. I don't even know if we can figure it all out. So you're saying, which one is it, Ricky? Ricky is saying that he would like to. Something's going on here.
Yeah. So Rick, Edie's trying to keep TikTok knowing that we're over here on YouTube, but TikTok, if they see us inactive, they start shutting us off. So she's making sure we're active. Hey, Nate saying that Dylan said hi. Hi, Dylan.
Hey,
Christy, there's 26 people watching, only 15 likes. Oh yeah, push the thumbs up. You gotta minimize the chat and hit the thumbs up button, and then up on the top of the page you'll see. Now it's my turn to cough. I'll be right back.
okay. So yesterday, Judy and I took a road trip and we headed on off to Connelsville, Pennsylvania. And we went down to Connelsville, is a little tiny town, but she's really coughing bad. It's a little tiny town, but they had a pride celebration going on down there. It was the nicest little pride celebration. So if any of you get a chance to go hit any of those little small towns that have like pride celebrations going on, definitely hit them because those are nice ones, when it's not all overwhelming, with all the, I don't know, leather chaps with butt cheeks hanging out.
Yeah, I
I
guess
didn't
not
see
because
not
that.
one. There wasn't one set of leather chaps with no butt cheeks hanging out.
It was funny when we went to Connellsville. It said, okay, it's over here. It's in this small park in Connellsville on the river, and we're going up. And I'm just seeing your everyday person, bringing out the inner tubes and the kayaks and stuff, and headed toward the park. And I didn't see anybody wearing rainbow. And Edie and I were all rainbowed out. And I told Edie, oh my God, if we're the only ones in rain, if we found the wrong spot and there's no gay pride here and we're the only ones wearing rainbow, I'm going to feel so embarrassed.
No, actually,
And
I
then
mean,
we turned the corner.
We
We
did
turned the
stand out
corner, and
though.
there was then we saw the pride flag, and we saw the stage.
So, G. Lincoln, you were there, huh? In Connellsville.
Oh, cool! This is the mayor, everybody. This is the
Oh,
mayor of
okay.
Connellsville.
Okay, now I
Hey,
remember.
so you see, we're
Yes.
giving you a shout out
Well, we talked about you
on
on
TikTok
TikTok
this
this
morning
morning.
too.
I even said you were kind of handsome.
She did.
I
She
did. But then I also admitted to everybody that I'm a known flirt and that I'll flirt with. It doesn't matter to me, men or women. I'm just a flirt. We did have an opportunity to meet the mayor yesterday, G.
Yep.
Lincoln, and he was very nice. We talked about the diversity of their community and how they don't really have a lot of different races in their community, but they do have a diversity committee there, in order to help bring in people from other races and ethnicities and sexualities and all that. And so for a little town like Connellsville to have a pride celebration, it was just really wonderful. We also talked about, and I'll throw this all out there so that the Lincoln, so that
Mayor
can
Lincoln.
get a chance to hear what all I talked about was the fact that it's the nicest little community right there on the Youghiogheny River. And if you get a chance, if you like to fish, kayak, just hang out and splash around in the water or picnic or whatever, that park is really, really nice.
It's a beautiful park. They're going to be building more an accessible deck also to make it easier for people to get into the water. But even we saw, like you talk about fly fishing, normally people have to go through all kinds of woods and hills and whatever.
Climb
to try
down
to get
over the bank and all this kind of stuff.
You can go right on it like a beach and walk right into the water, do your fly fishing.
Oh, yeah, it's real nice setup for people that, you know, maybe not be as stable on your feet as some of them other places that you go. So it was really, really nice, and we really enjoyed it. So we actually are planning, like at least an overnighter where Judy and I are going to go down and we're going to stay in that Comfort Inn, is that what it's called?
Right.
And do some kayaking while we're down there, do some fishing or whatever, and hang out. Because for one, not only is it a really pretty little park, but they were welcoming to the LGBT plus community.
Right.
And they took a chance out there. This is their third year for having it, of having a festival and having lots of mom hugs and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Oh my God, one of the mom hugs, you know, we're used to being like the Rainbow Grannies and we're giving the hugs and all of that. Here, mom hugged me so long and so tight. And I said, oh my God, this is the best mom hug I've ever gotten. You're going to make me cry. And that's my question for them. I always ask the mom huggers how many people they made cry today. So Mayor Lincoln, a shout out to you. You're doing a great job with your community. We talked with folks who were there, you know, organizing Pride, and they said it's their third year and they're starting to get some grants now. And next thing got to do is get the local people out there, you know, as your vendor, get the local people there so that they're all part of this. And what happened with these small prides? I mean, Pride used to be small. And it used to be hidden in a park that nobody went to. Our Pride, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Pride used to be hidden in a park that nobody went to except, you know, the gay people knew it was there.
Yeah.
That was a long time before it hit downtown, and way a long time before all the big companies started coming in. And when the companies came in, it meant all of the employees knew that they could be part of Pride and they weren't going to get fired.
Yeah. Right. And that was really nice, you know. I mean, because a lot of people worked in jobs and stuff where you couldn't tell nobody. You didn't tell them you had a wife at home. You know, you couldn't tell anybody, you know, that you were going to Pride or whatever. But once UPMC and all those big companies, now I know it gets to be like, it's okay. Now a company done jumped on the bandwagon, you know, and so Walmart got you down there buying T-shirts because, you know, that's another thing I want to tell you, Mayor, that you really need. You need to be selling some T-shirts down there because I would have bought a Connelsville.
You had a great T-shirt on.
Yeah,
he wore a great T-shirt for Connelsville.
I noticed.
Pride.
I saw another lady in it too. I would have bought a Connelsville Pride T-shirt. Maybe if you make them and just don't date them, you know, you can sell them from year to year to year, because I would have bought one for sure. If you decide to make them, you should probably send us both a shirt just because we gave you such a shout out, right?
There we go. Hey. And we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll give you
thinking next year. I want to see one of these next year and bring a crowd with her.
Yeah. I was thinking along the lines of maybe opening up a booth while I'm down there. I was thinking maybe, I bet you I could do some real good hot dogs on the grill and some stuff. You know, I'd be cooking. You know, I could be cooking. I'd do some chicken or something on the grill, you know.
Rainbow Granny
I'd
cooking.
be throwing it down.
So
yes, Marissa, what we went to was a little Pride celebration down in Connelsville, Pennsylvania. It was it was a good time. And yesterday, earlier in the day, while we were on our YouTube channel here, Judy sprayed my hair and dyed my hair for me, you know, with all the rainbow colors and stuff.
So Mayor Lincoln's saying, please send me your address. I'm sure I can make that happen. We look forward to seeing you all this summer.
Thank you very much.
We're going to look you up, Mayor. And appreciated you coming up to us too and greeting us at the Pride. So it's nice when the small, you know, when the small communities, when the neighborhoods and when the small cities and all these folks have Pride, it's a lot more intimate, which is nice. And it lets everybody know that this town is welcoming. And if everybody in the town, anybody in the city who like were on the fence about, well, is gay okay? I don't know. It lets everybody see that we're just like your everyday folk. They start realizing, oh, my neighbor's so-and-so's son. Oh, my neighbor's so-and-so,
I think maybe
never realized
the mayor
before.
should wear those leather chaps with the butt cheeks out.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
gonna be so
Mayor,
cute.
excuse me, Mayor Greg, you wouldn't happen to have a pair of those leather chaps with the butt cheeks hanging out, are you? Because I think, you was kind of cute. I didn't notice. I didn't even check his butt out. Did
You
you?
didn't, huh?
No,
Oh,
I'm pretty good at checking out the
you
butts,
are.
but I mean, I
Well,
don't think.
I think that he's buff and had a really handsome face. And
You
he's kind
think
of
so?
buff and yeah,
Yeah.
and had a nice T-shirt on.
So it might have been okay. I mean, you know what? I think it would still be worth a chance. Worth a chance. If you need a pair, you just let us know. And we'll make sure that you have a pair of those leather chaps with the butt cheeks hanging out for next year. We're going to kick that pride up to a whole nother level.
That I do not have. Wish I could post a picture we took together. Yeah,
You can.
Yeah. Oh, you mean on?
Oh, on
Yeah.
here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if you have a page on Facebook or how exactly you do your postings or whatever, but there was a newspaper guy there too that took
Yeah,
a
there were
picture
a couple newspapers
from
there.
Uniontown and everything, and so we're hoping to be able to figure out where that is and what newspaper that is and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, we understand if you don't have none of those chaps. Not everybody has. Not everybody has a pair in their closet.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So what else are we going to talk about?
We got some other questions here.
see.
So Kurt, actually you've been writing a few things here. I want to see.
Let's see.
What's up here? Okay. Hey, no discrimination bills in sport for my LGBTQ plus community. And so, there's a no discrimination bill in sport.
Mm.
So in Australia, there's no ban from participating. I was even wondering, what about gay Olympic games? We got gay Olympic games.
Do, yeah.
Yeah. Do they discriminate against
straight people?
Trans? No.
Or straight people?
Straight people?
Or straight people allowed to be in the gay Olympics? Oh my God. I wish so. I hope not. No, it's okay.
I was wondering about the trans community. Do they get the same?
I'm sure they're in there too, it happened a few years ago. They were having it up in Cleveland and I didn't make it to that one. But it would be nice to be able to attend the gay Olympics and see how this goes,
Yeah, that would be fun to do. So let's see. So now Kurt is saying, I got questions for you, Edie. Do you think teach LGBTQ history in schools or home? Are you saying, do you think that they should be taught?
Well, I don't
definitely.
But I don't think we have to break it down to where we just have to have like a division of LGBT. I think if we just bring it all together and just teach history, that's the same thing I feel about, African American history. I realize that people have to, that people are trying to realize that who invented the stoplight was a Black man. But if we just bring all that history, like this past week, did you know that this past week they finally fixed it where the African American baseball?
Oh, right. We had the African American Baseball League before African American players were allowed to play in a regular league. Right. They finally fixed it where now in the Baseball Hall of Fame, they fixed their statistics, their home runs and all of this. They fixed that information because no longer separating out the different teams,
so there's no longer
leagues.
The black sports and the white sports. It's all the sports. So they checked it and everything, and they've actually started. And it's going to take a while for people to realize this, but they actually showed who hit how many home runs and all this. So it doesn't matter if you're a Black person that hit this amount of home runs or a white person that hit this amount of home runs. So with the gay sports, it shouldn't matter if you're gay and you run the mile in 3 seconds, or if you're straight and you run the mile. It's just you run the mile. I mean, this is where I may be a little bit I'm trying to fix this. I may be a little more confusing on the fact that I feel like it doesn't matter as far as, and I may be wrong, because I'm wrong every once in a while. So if you think I'm wrong, type it in the comments. It's okay. I think it doesn't matter your sexuality as far as how fast you run or how fast you swim or how high you can jump and all that kind of stuff. I really feel like there's no real, and I don't feel like it's your race, no matter how, fast you run or how fast, they
Your
don't have a separate
ethnicity, none of
Olympics
it.
for black people and a separate Olympics for white people or whatever. So I just
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, help me there. Help me, Judy. Help
And so
me.
when you go into asking about teaching LGBTQ history in schools, I think what we're saying is it should just be more integrated. It's not like, oh, here's the month of June. Well, school's out in June, so you can't even teach anything then.
that was probably the plan. Just like they say they gave black people the shortest month of the year.
Right,
they get February for Black History Month. So,
right. And that's where you get
they
to learn.
made Gay History Month in the month of June when the kids aren't even in school, so you can't teach them.
But I think it needs to be integrated. I mean, literature. I was really big in English class when I was a kid, literature class. So our big, in the United States, the big writers were Emily Dickinson and Walt Whitman, and they were both gay. And their works are studied as the top American writers, but never let us know that they were gay.
Right. So that's what you're saying.
Right. And the thing is, why it matters, not just, oh, Emily Dickinson's gay and blah, 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 blah. If you look at her poetry, there's a whole lot to learn about her writing that shows that she's gay. A lot of her writing was about being closeted, but, you need to understand that. So it's just integrated in the lesson. So let's see. But if you're talking about gay history also, I mean, you have civics. You have civics history. And so you should learn about all the populations in the United States, for example, and so this is in every country. Every country's got minority groups that aren't taught in schools that I think should be. It makes up the country.
Right.
Makes up world history.
So it's going to take a long time before it's all put together where we're all realizing that it doesn't matter what your sexuality is. It's just that you happen to be a really good writer. So do we have to write down in the corner of your book saying, Judy Mikeson, gay author? Or
no,
do we just
but I think
Judy
we'd
Mikeson?
probably write Judy Mikeson is married to Edie. So, and not like keep that out of it. Judy Mikeson and her lifetime companion, blah, blah, blah. No, it's Judy Mikeson and her.
Somebody actually called me like
Edie.
your companion or something the other day. And I was just like, I was taken aback.
You were taken aback.
I love that expression and you don't get to use it often. I was taken aback that they called me your like
companion.
No, they called me your partner, and I felt weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, a partner is like a step below where I am.
Yeah,
I'm your wife. What do you think, guys? I mean, do you think like when somebody's married, should they be called their partner, or is that their wife, or
well, and partner is short for life partner because that's what we called it. We first called it when I came out. We called it lover. This is my lover, which meant lifetime lover, not just girlfriend. It's just a girlfriend.
See, lover sounds like to me just somebody you're spending the weekend with.
Right, but that's not what it meant, and that's not what it meant in the gay world.
Yeah,
in the gay world, this is my lover meant this is the person I'm committed to in marriage.
What's Ricky saying there?
Ricky's saying I also don't. People realize in college for certain majors you are required to take things like sex and gender history, LGBTQIA history, women's history.
Okay.
Yeah, and they do have that. So is that like a regular thing in college now? I remember
like
when the women's studies and gender studies department started, but it wasn't a core curriculum. It wasn't what everybody had to take. It sounds like Ricky's saying now it's what everybody has to take in college, which is cool. So Wesley's saying wife, husband. So what I'm saying is when I was married in the 1980s, I would refer to the person I was married to as my lover. That meant we were married. And then later on, we changed the word from lover to life partner. And that meant we were married because none of it was recognized legally. So now legally, Edie is my wife.
Weekend lover.
Weekend lover.
That. Luke got a weekend lover.
Well, and also some would say, that's kind of what it also. Well, I would say you have your lover for the winter to keep you warm, and then you swap lovers in springtime.
Because you don't want to be that warm, huh?
Well, because you don't need somebody, the same person all winter long.
You need somebody that looks good in a bathing suit. Somebody that don't keep you so warm.
Yeah, But then from spring, summer, fall, you can keep changing partners because it's warm out and
So
you're
I'd
out
say
and
in
about.
September you need somebody that's going to keep you warm. Somebody that's got a
Yeah.
little bit extra weight on them, a little thicker and warmer, But then when spring rolls around, like March or so, you find yourself one that's like a little fitter that that can walk around the house in a bikini and look just fine.
I'm here, like you are so full of shit.
Can you believe she said I was full of shit?
Because I'm just ready to agree with whatever. It's like, oh, come on. So, but here's the truth, and you know that I've told you this before. It is very hard for me to say wife. I'm not embarrassed or anything about it. It's just that my language has been life partner for so long, and it meant we're a lesbian couple. And to say wife is such a heterosexual term for so long that it's still hard for me to say this is my wife. And when I say it, but it feels funny.
And Wesley, I hear just what you're saying. Wesley said that he's had many people ask him and his husband if they're brothers.
Huh.
And I've heard
they
people
know
do that
we're
too.
husbands.
Right. Let's see. I think how you like that term where people call them husbands. I don't like that. To me, it sounds funny. Husbands. That's not my husband. That's my wife. Let's see. I think a lot of people. This is from Tiffany. Tiffany Curtis says, I think a lot of people say partner just in case. Yeah.
They may not know if you're married.
I totally understand that. But this person that used it the other day, they knew we were married. It just felt really weird. Yeah. I think because honestly, I'm giving them the credit on the fact that I think they were in an odd position and they didn't know exactly what to say. It just kind of threw them off, everything was off a little bit,
So Ricky's saying in this part of Texas I'm from, a lot of us say partner, but I'm hearing wife, husband more.
Yeah. And
Luke is saying, I call my wife partner also. And part of it may still be, I don't know, for me, I'm not sure what it is, because I like to think that I changed with the times, but this language is really hard for me to do. And I have to look deep within myself to see if it's still internalized homophobia.
It could be. Yeah.
It could be because I'm still, no matter how out we are, I'm still like, oh, I can be killed if I say this. And so I don't say it.
I'm going to get a coffee refill. Would you like to have one?
Nope, I'm still good with mine. Thank you.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a coffee refill.
Let me get it for you.
Oh my God, no. Somebody used that, Tiffany. Somebody said that yesterday.
Yeah, somebody called me eating wifey a few times. It's like,
she didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
She didn't like it. I think wifey sounds like somebody that ought to get spanked.
Well, then I might like it.
You're crazy. She makes me look bad because
wifey is kind of meant because wifey is kind of meant like his like the husband or the butch who's like in charge, and this is their little wifey.
I'm not going to read that out loud, Tiffany.
Let me see where.
Let's see what's Kurt saying up there from Australia. Did you, Edie, know FBI warning ahead of Pride Month on news? No. Well, you know what? There could have been because there's hate.
Yeah, no, I'm on a list with mounted FBI caution for different areas that you need to look for terrorist
attacks.
That's
another thing too. I noticed yesterday. They said
that it is
at Connelsville. They had nice security.
Had a lot of, they
had nice security down there, and I didn't see. I mean, I didn't see no hate.
Not at all.
No. Sometimes you go to them little festivals like that, and you'll have some dipwit. How's that dipwit? Walking around with a sign saying, Jesus loves you and everything. And so they, they didn't have none of that yesterday.
There was no nonsense at the Connelsville PRIDE.
No, it was just a nice time and everything like that. Just, she had the pasta, I had the tacos.
Yeah. We ate. We ate there. We didn't have breakfast because I said there's going to be vendors at the
I heard the word. I don't know what you're talking about, Tiffany.
And so Survive Anything says, I definitely say wife. You know, I'm
Watch
going
my
to get
shirt.
that for you, remember? But I'm going to get that for you. Oh, she left me here. Two of my friends went to Pride in Tennessee and they were jerks with signs. Yeah, see that?
What happened?
In Tennessee, Wesley was at, oh, two of Wesley's friends were at Pride in Tennessee and there were jerks with the signs. Yeah, and was it a small town or the big city? Yeah, it seems to me in small towns, if they're having pride and they've got leave to have pride in small towns, it seems like security would be really good at wrapping up any kind of controversy like that. Um, Tiffany's saying I've seen the warnings. Yeah, yeah, I saw warnings. I mean, I think it's anytime you have a big crowd for anything, there are warnings now because whether they're haters or just some other form of terrorist, they want to do a lot of damage. But that means security picked up too. But I think what they're saying is for all of us to just be aware also. Edie's got some allergies she's still battling with here.
Yeah, I'm
So,
going to try to find me some of that local honey.
yeah, local honey.
That's what they say, local honey.
You
Besides
just,
Judy, she's
yeah,
my
I was just
local
gonna
honey.
say,
But this one's
you
not
just-
working. I need some other one. One of the drag queens went up to them during her performance, and
Oh, really? Oh, and just went in their face, didn't they? That's cool. Ricky, we had a city next to mine have a whole town hall meeting about having drag shows during the day in public and about gay pride in public places. And so did they come up, Ricky, with like a thumbs up on it, like it's okay and they're gonna support this? Um, and it's really, I mean, where was it? Washington, PA. We went to their Pride show last year, their Pride festival, and they had drag stories for the kids. You know, they had a little area for parents with their kids to go, and they had drag story time there.
mm-hmm.
And they're having Washington Pride is next weekend.
Yeah,
I want to go back again. Liked it.
it was
Washington
very nice.
Pride was fun because they had Dunk the Queen.
I think they're moving it to a different location though.
Are they?
I think I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did. I always volunteered, so I have to do this. We'll have to be more vigilant about this next year. I want to be the donkey in the dunking booth. So if anybody at their Pride has a dunking booth, I want to be the donkey.
Well,
Edie
you
and
know
I would
what?
do it together.
I mean, I know they rent them, so
Yeah.
I mean, if
I don't
you
want all the trouble of organizing it. I just want to show up.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking about this because we are going to that Hugh Lang one too.
That's
It's
true.
coming up. You know,
Okay,
that'd be a nice way for us to make a contribution to their account.
that would be. When the Tulane one? Everybody know this. If you're going to come to Pittsburgh for the Tulane, we'll have to announce if we get the dunking, the pool dunking thing. I'm gonna be a donkey. It better be 90 degrees out. I'll love it.
So I want to thank everybody that's joined us and came on and watched us today. We've had a good time. This has been a nice laugh. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Type it in the thing right now. Where are you from? We're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm originally from Ohio, but I live here in Pittsburgh with Judy now because we're married.
We got married.
Yes.
Ricky says the city was very supportive. They saw non-issue and charged the man running a hate group with harassment since he went to take pictures and videos of an event we had. The mayor was disturbed.
That's good, Ricky. They stepped on it and stopped it.
Yeah, so here's some things. Okay, back in the day and now, we can do that. Back in the day, we went to March on Washington for gay rights. And a lot of people went out to Washington because they would be anonymous there, right? Because they couldn't be out in their hometown, home city. What did the newspapers, the journalists do? They went out to Washington and they went to find people from Pittsburgh and video and record them for the news so that they were shown on the news back in Pittsburgh. And I'm sure this was done like towns all over. Oh, let's look at locally who went to the March on Washington and just outed everybody. You know, it's just awful what people did then. Just awful, awful, awful. And now you've got Connellsville City, you've got Washington County, you've got Dormont, you've got Millville, you got little cities, you got Berea,
yeah,
all having their local pride. And now we're all posing for the pictures. because now it's okay. They're making it okay. So that was then, and this is now. Lots of differences, but changes happen across the country, and
Hey,
people do
Dana.
push back, and people push back more. Kind of like the queens who went and confronted the haters and said, get out of here. That's good. So let's see.
We're doing pretty good this morning. So I was thinking we should probably.
He had pictures of the kids at this city where the haters were.
Oh.
They took pictures of people's kids. That's why it was like, talk about harassment.
So I think we're going to wind up.
Okay.
Because we have to try to contact the what is it, the handyman. I'm supposed to text the handyman. Let's see. Go ahead. No, you keep talking.
Okay. We've got some chores we got to take care of today before we go out and enjoy the rest of the day. And so I want to give a shout out to Dana, because Dana's in here. And Kurt, again, from Australia, Wahana did post on TikTok, say happy Pride. And then it's kind of hidden behind here. So happy Pride Month, I guess. Edie, very cool. So Edie's saying that we're going to need to take off because we got some chores to do today, and then we're going to go out to
and my God.
Yeah, we're going to go out to a show today. And we're going to go out for lunch and a matinee and enjoy the day. And I hope everybody here enjoys the day too. Before we sign off, I want to give Edie a chance to say goodbye. But here's, follow us, become a subscriber on YouTube, hit the bell so you get notification each and every time we put up a video or we're here on live, they get notification. Is that right? Okay. So, hey, everybody, have a great day. Happy Pride. See you next weekend.